Keepers nervous, strikers, they'll deliver. Crowd roars erupted, you can feel the quake. 80,000 voices.
Yeah, Nigerian football fans and football fans everywhere, how you doing? You're welcome to the channel. Nigerian strikers have been on amazing form, scoring banging goals all over Europe this past week. Victor Osimhen has scored 22 goals in all competitions with an additional five assists. So amazing form from him. And then you've got your Tolu, Arokodare that scored 16 league goals in the Belgian league, and you've got Umar Sadiq that scored a couple of goals for Valencia, the past week, and Cyril Dessas has been on an absolute tear for Rangers, scoring the goals there as well for his Scottish side. So overall, Nigerian strikers have been on fine form, and don't even forget George Lineker as well. What he's doing in France has been amazing as well. Chubak as well has been scoring goals. Josh Maja for West Brom in the Championship, he's been scoring goals. So now Eric Chelle has no choice. This team has to produce come March 21st and March 25th, when the World Cup qualifiers will come around to play against Zimbabwe and Rwanda. Now, this could be good news for Eric Chelle or bad news for Eric Chelle, because good news in the first instance because you've got your strikers scoring goals left, right, and center. So that's what you want as a coach. You want your players to actually deliver, to actually be on top form, scoring for their clubs, and you're hoping and praying, and it gives you that solid confidence that these players, when they come into the national team, are going to pick up from where they left off at their clubs. But then it puts immense pressure. So that's where the bad news comes into play now for Eric Chelle. It puts him under immense pressure to deliver with his team, because first of all, the team is already in a precarious position right now. I think fifth on the World Cup qualifying table, which is just crazy to see, given that Nigeria are the favorites in that group. Have the best team. Nigeria can put up a third string team and beat every team home and away. That is what it should be on paper. But football is quite obviously isn't played on paper. It's played on the pitch, obviously. So for me, I think Eric Chelle, that's the bad news. He has to then produce with his team, and we know the sort of pressure the Nigerian press, we know the sort of pressure the Nigerian fan base, even you're watching, I can see you, who put that sort of pressure on Eric Chelle to make sure, to insist that the team goes on to perform and win these two games, and not just even winning them, because I know the average Nigerian fan, wanting to see a 1-0 victory or a 2-1 victory. You want to see an outright smashing of these teams. But for me right now, what I'll take I'll take, a win. Any win, anytime, any day. If it's a half a goal and that results in a win, in the game versus Zimbabwe, I'll take it. If it's a half a goal win, versus Rwanda, I'll take it. So for me, just 6 points I won from these two games. I won the 6 points in the bag, and then when the international break comes up again, you go on to get, another set of 3 points. So for me, Nigerian strikers have been on amazing form, excellent form. Rafiu Durushimi is another one I want people not to sleep on. You should be on the lookout for that player. My heart really breaks for him. My heart broke for him when that move to Frankfurt fell through because of some medical injury issues. So he couldn't make that move, but he's come back and he's been on absolute fine form, for Victoria Pleasant. So strikers have been on excellent form. So for me, one thing I want to say, I've said this in the previous video and I'm going to say this again. There's no reason, there's no excuse for Tolu Arokodare not to be invited. There is no reason, there's no excuse. There's nothing you want to say. There's nothing you want to say. Some people, I see some people say some things that just make you go crazy, and you ask yourself, is this really a fair point? Or they just want to have a discussion? Is it really what they think? Or they just want to have a banter, and especially in this social media age where every engagement is supposedly good engagement. Because people are coming and say, oh, he's only scoring in the Belgian league, as opposed to what other league? Premier League, yeah, top league. But Belgian league is also a decent league as well. And what team are you going to play against? Which team are you going to play against? And I have to say this, some of the best players in the world were produced in the Dutch league. Thibaut Courtois, Dutch league. Eden Hazard, Dutch league. So some of the top players in the world, past and present, played in the Dutch league, got their teeth in the Dutch league, showed their ability in the Dutch league. So for me, it's a no-brainer. I want to see Tolu invited to this team alongside obviously Victor Osimhen, Sadiq. I'm a bit iffy on him, but if he's invited based on his present form, I wouldn't begrudge him too much. But the one that's a bit of conundrum, I think, is Cyril Dessas. He's scoring goals for Rangers. But the problem I have with him is, does he have the legs? Because one thing I've always said is styles make players, styles make games. Now, if you're going into a game, and Eric Chelle said, we want high octane press, we want the strikers to lead the press. Those two, front men ahead of the number 10, who want you to instigate the press, who want you to be the trigger point for our high pressing. Cyril Dessas will fade. He will fade faster than a cheap shirt. He will fade so quickly. So that's the problem I have with Cyril Dessas. In terms of scoring goals, he's scoring goals for Rangers. Good. But does he have the legs? And the other question is he really that good enough? Where you can say, okay, we'll let you be that luxury player, in the attack. We'll just let you be, you don't have to press. If the true pass comes to you, you can score. Is he really that little? For me, I'll prefer a Tolu, a Rokodare over a Cyril Dessas. So for me, my striking sort of mini list that I would look to invite if I was in Eric Chelle's shoes, and Eric Chelle, listen up, I want to give you a piece of advice. Victor Osimhen, number one, no question. No one is arguing that. If you're arguing Victor Osimhen's invitation, you should go to bed. Just sleep. Have a good night's sleep. I think you must be very tired. But Victor Osimhen, number one. Number two, Boniface. Number three, Tolu Arokodare. And then number four for me, that's where it becomes a toss-up. So for me, that you could go with Sadiq Umar based on his current recent form. You could go with even a George Lenny Kenna. If you're looking at that point, so that third spot is that fourth spot rather is open. So I want to know, who would you have as your fourth choice striker? Because if we're going to play a two-man attacking lineup, then you must have four strikers, at the very least, 4 out-and-out strikers, not 4 forwards, 4 out-and-out strikers, where you have it. By that I mean 4 actual number 9s. So in your opinion, let me know who that third person is going to be, or even who would make your list of 4 strikers to be invited by Eric Chelle going into this international break. Let me know in the comment section. And thank all those of you who have been watching the channel, subscribing to the channel, sharing the videos. It's been amazing. Thank you so much. So if you're just new to the channel, you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell, so each time I go live or post a pre-recorded video such as this one, you will be notified and you can come on and be one of the first people to watch, especially with what will be coming on in the coming weeks. So do have a splendid rest of your day. Stay well and stay blessed.